Drove past that diner on 5th and Main, the one where we hide from the mid-August rain. I saw a new couple in our corner booth, and it hit like a punch, like a jagged edge truth. I wanted to tell them they're sitting in ghosts between all the coffee and burned butter toast, but the waitress didn't ask where you'd been. She just wiped down the table and let the world in. The map of this town is a minefield of us. I'm dodging the shadows on the back of the bus. Every street light is flickering out in a sigh. Now it's just a street and it's just a view. It's not the secret I shared with you. It's just a song on a cheap radio, not the anthem that let our hearts grow. I'm looking at life through a different lens, where the forever we promised just ends. It's all just empty, it's all just glass, watching the used to be ours turn to past. The park bench we carved our initials into. It's just wood and some metal, and it's nothing new. The sunset we swore was a gift for just two is currently shining on someone who isn't you. I'm reclaiming the air, and I'm taking back the mind, but it's a slow motion crawl across a very thin line. 'Cause every red light and every brick wall is a witness to how we were meant to have it all. I don't wanna share the sky, I don't wanna share the wide. Take the keys to the city and give me a lie. I'm tired of walking through museum halls of the love that we painted on all of these walls. Now it's just a street and it's just a view. It's not the secret I shared with you. It's just a song on a cheap radio, not the anthem that let our hearts grow. I'm looking at life through a different lens, where the forever we promised just ends. It's all just empty, it's all just glass, watching the used to be ours turn to past. I'm looking at the pictures, checking for the light, looking for the moment that the truth began to die. Was that look in your eyes just a trick of the lens? A clever little maybe where the forever ends. You said you'd never leave, said I was the one, but you packed up your heart before the day was even done. Now I'm retracing every I love you you spoke, trying to find the fire in all of this smoke.
Did you mean it in the kitchen? Did you mean it in the car? Or were you just a tourist wishing on a falling star? The ground is shifting under every memory I kept.
Was it ever real? Or was I just a placeholder? Were you getting warmer while the world was getting colder? Was it a masterpiece or just a sketch in the sand? I'm holding a ghost when I should be holding your hand. Tell me, was it love or a beautiful crime? Were you playing a part or just biding your time?
I need to know.
Was it ever real? I remember the weight of your head on my chest. You looked like a man who had finally found rest. But now that you're gone and you're acting so fine, I'm wondering if I was the only one on the line. Was the laughter a script? Was the passion a play? Did you have your bags packed on our first Saturday? It's a violent kind of doubt that's keeping me away, wondering how much of my life was a mistake. Every word, every touch, did it ever mean that much? Was I a habit? Was I a pace? Did you count down the seconds? Did you count down the days? Give me the truth, even if it breaks the bone. I'd rather be shattered than standing alone on a line. Was it ever real? Or was I just a placeholder? Were you getting warmer while the world was getting colder? Was it a masterpiece or just a sketch in the sand? I'm holding a ghost when I should be holding your hand. Tell me, was it love or a beautiful crime? Were you playing a part or just biding your time? I need to know. Was it ever real? Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. The silence says yes, but your absence says doesn't. Was it real? I hope it was. Dashboard is covered in a thin layer of dust, where the sunlight once turned every shadow to rust. I remember the wind in your hair at the coast. Now you're just a name that I've turned to a ghost. The windows were down and the radio played a soundtrack for promises we thought were made. But the humidity broke and the sky turned to late, and I'm left with the echoes of things we never said. The tan lines are fading, the nights getting long. I'm stuck in the bridge of a summertime song, waiting for heat that's already gone. Oh, those forgotten summer days when the world was in gold, before the October of us took a hold. We were burning so bright, we were reckless and free. Now you're just a stranger who used to know me. I'm shivering here in the ghost of the haze, lost in the smoke of those forgotten summer days. There's a Polaroid tuck in the back of my drawer, of us dancing on sand by the edge of the shore. Your smile was a fever I didn't want to break, but the autumn came early and brought the first ache. Now the ice cream is melting on the empty sidewalk, and the silence has replaced all our late night talk. I'm wearing your sweater to hide from the breeze, while the memories are falling like leaves from the trees. Was it all just a trick of the light? Was I only a maybe in the middle of the night? You moved on to winter, you moved on to frost, but I'm still at the shoreline, counting what I lost. Bring back the sun, bring back the fire. I'm drowning is the pattern of the shadows on the floor, the way the hallway stretches when I lock the front door. I'm living in the quiet, between the thunder cracks, trying to find the courage just to move off the track. The moon is a liar, pretending it's enough, but I'm starving for the morning when the road isn't rough. My eyes are wide open, staring at the gray, begging the horizon to just look my way. And I'm just waiting for light in a room full of ghosts, tired of being the one who's hurting the most. I know the sun is coming, I know the world still turns, but I'm standing in the ashes while the memory burns. Give me a glimmer, a spark in the night. I'm tired of the tunnel, I'm waiting for light. The clock on the wall is a heavy silver heart, beating out the seconds while I'm falling apart. I tried to light a candle, but the draft pulled it out. Now I'm shivering in rhythm with this lingering doubt. Is there anyone out there? Is the sky still blue? Or am I just a fragment that stayed behind with you? It doesn't have to be a fire, it doesn't have to be a flame, just a faint little glow to remember my name. Break the heavy ceiling, let the color bleed through. I'm done with the darkness, I'm done with the view. And I'm just waiting for light in a room full of ghosts, tired of being the one who's hurting the most. I know the sun is coming, I know the world still turns, but I'm standing in the ashes while the memory burns. Give me a glimmer, a spark in the night. I'm tired of the tunnel, I'm waiting for light. You're standing on my porch with that look in your eyes, the one you always used to sugarcoat the lies. You brought a bouquet of sorry and a bottle of please, but I'm already numb, I'm already at ease. I spent 6 months waiting for that knock on the wood, hoping you'd change, hoping you could. But the fire went out while you were playing the field, and now there's nothing left for your mercy to yield. You're a day late and a whole heart short. I've already sailed out of the harbor and port. The ink is dry and the letter is sent. I've spent every tear that I ever had, man. It's too late now to fix the cracks. I've already burned the bridge and the tracks. Don't tell me you love used to memorize the rhythm of your gait, but I stopped checking the clock and I stopped staying late. The space where you lived is a gallery of used-to-be's. I've dusted the shelves and I found all the keys. It's funny how silence becomes such a friend once you stop fighting for a different end. I don't hate you, I don't feel anything at all, and that's the highest wall you'll ever have to fall. You want the old me, she died in the rain. She choked on the secrets and she drowned in the pain. Now you're knocking on a grave and you're asking for a dance. You had 1,001 mores and you blew every chance. You blew every chance. It's too late now to fix the cracks. I've already burned the bridge and the tracks. Don't tell me you love me, don't say you were wrong. I've already learned how to finish the song. You're calling for water when the house is in ash. You're checking the wound after the crash. Save your breath for someone who's still listening. It's too late now. The map is torn, the ink is dry. Underneath a bruised and purple sky, I'm standing at the border where we used to meet, with a taste of iron and the smell of concrete. This is the bench where the laughter died, where the truth came out and the feeling cried. I'm looking for a reason to stay on this ground, but the only thing left is the lost and found. And the signs are all pointing to a road that I can't take, a final bridge that was built to break. This is where love ended, in the middle of the street, where the us became a you, and the tragedy's complete. No fire, no thunder, just a quiet, cold goodbye. The sound of a soul learning how to lie. Yeah, we reached the horizon, we ran out of track, and I'm standing at the edge, and I'm not looking back. Can you see the ruins? Can you see the bend? This is where love ended. This is the end. I'm packing up the silence in a cardboard box, changing the heart and changing the locks. I remember the spark, but I can't find the flame. Everything's different, but it looks the same. The grass is still growing, The cars still go by, but something is missing from the light in my eye. Just a graveyard of pleases, and give me one more piled up high by the bedroom door. It wasn't a crash, it wasn't a scream, it was the slow, steady death of a beautiful dream. A leak in the ceiling, a crack in the glass, watching the best of us turn into grass. End of the line. End of the road. This is where love ended, in the middle of the street, where the us became a you, and the tragedy's complete. No fire, no thunder, just a quiet, cold goodbye. The sound of a soul learning how to lie. Yeah, we reached the horizon, we ran out of track, and I'm standing at the edge, and I'm not looking back. Can you see the ruins? Can you see the bend? This is where love ended. This is the end. Just a ghost on the corner, just a mark on the map, where love ended, right here. The stars are cold, the sky is deep. I'm the only one who doesn't sleep. I put my ear against the floor, listening for a ghost behind the door. But the rhythm's changed, the pulse is slow, like a dying fire in the winter snow. I'm a radio station lost at sea, sending out signals meant for me. The right hand plays a high, fragile note that sounds like a fading distress signal. And I'm reaching through the miles of black, waiting for a sound to echo back. But the air is empty and the wires are cut. Every window is frozen shut. Yeah, I'm thumping in the dark, playing my part with the lonely rhythm of a solo heart. Can you hear the distance? Can you feel the stone, a distant heartbeat beating all alone? The silence is a sky. I remember when our beats were one in the golden warmth of a rising sun. Now I'm out of sync and I'm out of time, like a broken bell that can't find a chime. Just a steady thump in an empty chest, looking for a place to lay and rest. Thump, 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 it's getting louder. Thump, 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 it's getting colder. The further I run, the more I'm just a ghost. It's a distant heartbeat fading in the night, a lonely pulse searching for the light. I'm 1,000 miles from where you are, a dying signal from a fallen star. Yeah, I'm thumping in the dark, playing my part with the lonely rhythm of a solo heart. Can you hear the distance? Can you feel the stone? A distant heartbeat beating all alone, still beating. Still searching alone. The hallway's long, the lights are dim, the salt is drying on my skin. I hear your footsteps in the hall, but it's just the shadows on the wall. The silence here is loud and wide, like an ocean pulling back the tide. I try to speak, but the words are thin, just paper houses caving in, and it's bouncing off the ceiling, coming back to haunt my breath. The conversation with the ghost of what is left of us. It's the echoes of goodbye ringing in the hall, the sound of a mountain starting to fall. Every I love you is a hollow refrain, a ghost in the static, a needle in the vein. Yeah, the walls are whispering what we used to be. Now the silence is the only thing talking to me. Can you hear the hollow? Can you hear the lie in these bitter echoes of goodbye? I left the radio playing our song just to feel like I still belong. But the signal's breaking, the voice is low, like a winter fire losing its glow. I'm tracing the scars on the hardwood floor where we slammed the heart and we locked the door. Now every room is a chamber of sound of everything we lost and never found. It's a feedback loop of never again, the sharpest part of where and when, a ricochet, a dying light, the longest scream in the middle of the night. Goodbye. Goodbye. It's the echoes of goodbye ringing in the hall, the sound of a mountain starting to fall. Every I love you is a hollow refrain, a ghost in the static, a needle in the vein. Now the silence is the only thing talking to me. Can you hear the hollow? Can you hear the light in these bitter echoes of goodbye? Just an echo in the hall, echoes of goodbye. The kettle whistles to an empty room. I still make enough coffee for two. Then I catch myself and I pour it out. The silence here is getting way too loud. I haven't moved the book beside your lamp. The air in here feels heavy, cold and damp. I'm walking soft like I might wake a ghost in the house where I used to love you most. And the clock on the wall is a heartless thing, ticking away every memory you bring. I'm stuck in the hallway, caught in the door between who I was and who I'm not anymore. After you left, the colors turned gray. The sun forgot how to finish the day. I'm a map with no north, a kite with no string, just a bird with a song that it can't even sing. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief. leaving me here with a mountain of grief. I'm still in the echoes of all that we said, just trying to breathe in the space after you left. I saw your sweater in the bottom drawer. It doesn't even smell like you no more. Just cotton and dust and a loose little thread, like the tangled up thoughts inside of my head. I went to the market and bought your favorite fruit, then sat in the car feeling tired and mute. It's the smallest of things that cut like a knife when you're learning to live secondary life. I'm not angry, I'm just hollowed out, stripped of the things I was certain about. Was it easy for you? Did you just turn a key? Or are you still haunted by pieces of me? After you left, the colors turned gray. The sun forgot how to finish the day. I'm a map with no north, a kite with no string, just a bird with a song that it can't even sing. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief, leaving me here with a mountain of grief. I'm still in the echoes of all that we said, just trying to breathe in a space after you left. The space after you left. It's so much bigger than I thought it would be. The light's still on, but nobody's home. No, nobody's home.
Tips for the performance. The vocals start almost in a whisper, like you're talking to yourself in a dark room. Let the emotion crack your voice slightly during the bridge. Keep the first verse very dry to make it feel close and personal. Then open up the sound during the chorus to reflect the mountain of grief.
The floorboards groan beneath my feet, a rhythm that's bitter and sweet. There's a lighter shade of blue on the western wall, where the picture hung before the fall. I'm walking through the ghost of a home in a house of glass and a heart of chrome. The dust is dancing in the morning light on the empty space where we said goodnight.
and every corner is a secret kept in the very spot where the promise slept. I'm breathing in the nothingness, in the hollowed out and the motionless.
It's just empty room, memories dancing in the dark. A museum of us, a hollow work of art.
I'm furniture now, I'm part of the floor, waiting for a knock on a vanished door. Yeah, you took the life and you took the sound. Now I'm just the echo, hitting the ground. Can you feel the cold? Can you feel the breeze of these haunted, empty room memories?
I see you laughing by the window pane, but it's just the pattern of the freezing rain. The kitchen's quiet, the stove is cold, a story of always that's grown so old.
I'm tracing the outlines with a trembling hand of a life that slipped like desert sand. Just four white walls and a ceiling high, watching the ghost of a love go by.
You took the chairs, you took the bed, but you left the words inside my head. You took the warmth, you took the key, but you left the empty inside of me. Just a shell, just a cell. It's just empty room, memories dancing in the dark. A museum of us, a hollow work of art. I'm furniture now, part of the floor, waiting for a knock on a vanished door. Yeah, you took the life and you took the sound. Now I'm just the echo, hitting the ground. Can you feel the cold? Can you feel the breeze of these haunted, empty room memories? Firelight, me, just memories. In an empty I'm picking up pieces on the bedroom floor of a life that doesn't live here anymore. A jagged edge of July, a shard of your laugh. I'm staring at the better of my other half. They don't fit together the way they used to do. Just a box of glass used to be you. I try to build a bridge back to the start, but the cement is dry and the stones are apart.
The right hand plays a series of high, the center note short and sharp like a physical sting,
and the edges are cutting into my skin. I'm bleeding the places where you let me in. Just a mosaic of goodbye and gone in the wreckage of the dark before the dawn.
deep heavy chords that drag behind the tempo, maximum sustain pedal to let the debris of the sound bleed together.
It's just fragments of yesterday scattered in the wind, the ruins of a promise that was destined to end. I'm a curator of ghosts in a gallery of pain, trying to glue the sun back into the rain. Yeah, the picture is broken, the frame is a lie, watching the always slowly go by. Can you see the splinters? Can you feel the fray in these hollow fragments of yesterday? There's a corner of a smile in a faded photograph, and the echo of a weed that's been cut in half. I find a don't leave under the rug, next to the phantom of a lingering hug. I'm trying to solve a puzzle with the pieces all wrong, singing the chorus to a half-finished song. Just a pile of debris where the foundation stood. I'd fix it all back if I only could. It's the how and the why and the where did it go, in the sharp, cold light of the afterglow. 1,000 little deaths in 1,000 little bits, it quits. It's just fragments of yesterday scattered in the wind, the ruins of a promise that was destined to end. I'm a curator of ghosts in a gallery of pain, trying to glue the sun back into the rain. Yeah, the picture is broken, the frame is a lie, watching the always slowly go by. Can you see the splinters? Can you feel the fray in these hollow fragments of yesterday? Just a piece of a piece yesterday.
Looking through the surface, cold and clear, watching the world just disappear. One drop follows another down the track, like a memory of us that I can't take back. I put my palm against the freezing pain, trying to feel the rhythm of the hurricane. But there's a wall between the sky and me, a transparent cage where I used to be.
And the streetlights are blurring into silver stars, while I'm tracing the lines and I'm hiding the scars. It's a liquid curtain pulled across the day, washing the colors of us away. It's just
Rain on glass, a barrier of blue. Everything I see is a distorted view. I'm on the inside, looking for a door, but the storm is the only thing I'm waiting for. Yeah, it's streaking the vision, it's blurring the light. A cold meditation in the middle of the night. Can you see the sliding? Can you see the pass of a heart breaking quiet, like rain on glass? I see a reflection that I don't recognize, with a winter in the heart and a storm in the eyes. The world is a watercolor running on the page, a lonely bird in a crystal cage. I used to think the rain would clean the grime, but it just leaves a residue of wasted time. Just mineral deposits where the love used to be, etching the outlines of you and me.
tap, tap, tapping on the other side. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. It's the sound of the never, the sound of the no, the sound of the river starting to flow. Let it pour, let it cry.
just a streak. On the glass,
the sweater's in the corner, still smells like you. A soft reminder of the things we knew. I wrap myself in wool in the memory of June, underneath the light of a disappearing moon. I can almost feel the weight of your head on my chest, a phantom heartbeat coming home to rest. But the air is thin and the room is wide, and there's nowhere left for the warmth to hide.
The piano moves into a series of soft, rolling arpeggios that feel like a gentle embrace, turning into a cold breeze.
And my arms are heavy with the ghost of us, turning into shadow, turning into dust. I'm holding on to nothing with a desperate grip, watching the feeling slowly slip. It's a forgotten warm embrace, a heat I can't find, a beautiful sun that's gone and left me blind. I'm shivering in the silence of a love gone cold, a story of fire that's already been told. Yeah, the frost is creeping up where your hands used to be. Now the cold is the only thing holding me. Can you feel the shiver? Can you feel the space in the hollowed out memory of a warm embrace? I remember how the world used to melt away when you'd hold me close at the end of the day. It was a shield of gold, it was a house of stone. Now I'm just a skeleton sitting here alone. The fireplace is empty, the ashes are white, just a pale reflection of a different light. I'm tracing the air where your shoulders should be, but the wind is the only thing dancing with me.
They're almost touching, the nearly there, the static electricity in the empty air. I'm a match that was struck, then dropped in the rain, trying to remember the pleasure through the pain. Hold me, just hold me.
It's a forgotten warm embrace, a heat I can't find, a beautiful sun that's gone and left me blind. I'm shivering in the silence memory of a warm embrace.
Just a brown bench.
In a cold, dark room.
Forgotten.
Forgotten.
Warmth.
I'm picking up the shards from the bedroom floor, careful not to bleed like I did before. One for the Tuesday we danced in the rain, one for the night that you caused all this pain.
It's a puzzle with parts that'll never quite fit, a fire that died, leaving nothing to light. I'm staring at the mess in the palm of my hand, trying to remember how we used to stand.
It's too small to glue, it's too sharp to hold, a story of us that's grown jagged and cold. The damage is done and the truth has been told.
And my heart's in pieces, scattered in the dark, searching for the ghost of a long lost spark. You didn't just break it, you tore it apart. You made a disaster out of a work of art.
I'm sweeping up forever, I'm throwing out always, echoes of you haunting all of these hallways. God, it's a heavy price for a love that decreases, leaving me here with my heart in pieces.
I tried to build a wall out of everything left, but I'm bankrupt of hope and I'm prone to the theft of every memory that used to feel sweet. Now they're just stones underneath my bare feet. You walk around whole while I'm barely a fraction, a collateral casualty of your heart's distraction. I'm a ghost of a person, a shell of a name, trying to find who to give all this blame.
Can you hear the